What's up, all you lovely learners out there in learning land? Tyler from 10thumbspro.com coming at you with another ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a lesson, and go ahead and hit like right now. It really does help us out. Today we're going to look at all 5 shapes of the major scale. You're going to know the entire fretboard. You might jam with the pentatonic scale more often, but the major scale is the most important scale in all of music. Printable tabs for this tutorial by becoming a Patreon. That includes tabs for all of our lessons, link up here in the notes. You'll also see a link in the description, including my email if you want some one-on-one lessons via Zoom or Skype. So you've hit subscribe, you've hit like, go ahead and grab your ukulele. Brain and attention span, follow me on in and let's break this lesson down together. Come on in, let's do it. Okay, so here we go. We are going to learn all 5 shapes of the major scale in the key of C. The key of C is the best way to do this when you're kicking off your study of the major scale because it has no sharps or flats. We're going to work our way all across the fretboard, and then I'm going to show you how to transpose this so you can also do this in any key. I'm going to do another exercise where we play through it and we call it the interval. The interval is a measure of distance between 2 notes, and it also explains the role of a note in a scale. The interval thing is going to be a little tricky, so if that feels too much for you, feel free to skip that and just get the shapes under your fingers. The most important aspect of this lesson is getting the shapes under your fingers. You can always come back and do the lesson thing once you're a little more confident with the shapes, okay? So that's kind of a bonus challenge, but it's challenge by choice. Again, the most important thing is getting the shapes under your fingers. Feel free to skip the interval thing and get just all 5 shapes, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and break down shape number 1. Shape 1. Open G string. Oh, low G I'm playing. Even if you're playing a high G, please follow along with all of these. Your high G is going to sound a little funny, but you're going to know all of the shapes. When it comes to actually composition, you'll probably only play these C, E, and A strings, but it's good to know the entire fretboard. G string, O2, 4. C string, O2. E string, O1, 3. I'm calling out the frets, by the way. A string, O2, 3. O2, 4, O2, O1, 3, O2, 3. The next thing you want to do is you want to play this and you want to say each interval. That's really going to take this understanding of the scale to the next level. So this time I'm going to play through, and instead of saying the fret, I'm going to say the interval of each note that I play. If you don't know what an interval is, here's a great video on it that you can check out. An interval is just kind of the position of the note within the scale. Okay, so we get 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That is shape 1. Practice it over and over again. Practice it and without the intervals, with the intervals, and get it so you can play it blindfolded. Shape 1. Shape number 2. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5. Okay, if we call them out by the interval, we get 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6. If the interval thing feels too much for you right away, that's okay. Just get the scale under your fingers. You can always come back and do the interval thing further down the road. Understanding what the intervals are in the scale is going to help with composing melody, but if it's overwhelming right now, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and feel free to get these fingers under your shapes. Shape number 3, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4. All right. right. And as you're practicing this, you don't have to say the frets. I just want you to know them. There's nothing wrong with practicing it that way and then just going through it over and over and over and over and over again. Just be aware, though, of what shape you're in, as in I'm in shape 3 here. Okay, the interval exercise, again, the bonus exercise. Feel free to move to shape 4 or take this challenge by choice. Here we go. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. Shape number 4. Shape number 4 is going to be the 7th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret. Then we're going to go down 7, 9. Then we drop down 7, 8, 10. And then we repeat that 7, 8, 10. 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10, 9, 7. 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. 10, 8, 7, 10, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10, 9, 7. All right, get that under your fingers. Feel confident. Challenge by choice. Here we go with the intervals. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last shape, shape number 5. 9, 10, 12, 9, 11, 12, 10, 12, 13, 10, 12. 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 12, 11, 9, 12, 10, 9. All right, so let's go ahead and if you've got all 5 shapes, great job. Practice them over and over and over and over again until you feel like you've mastered them. Last challenge by choice before we talked about transposition. Here we go. This time we're starting from the 3rd interval. All right, there it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right. Now, transposition. If you want a full lesson on this, check out this video I did up here called One Scale to Jam Them All. But the way it works is you find these root notes and you use those to move the shapes around to construct the shape. So if this is my root note, a C note here, that's what I mean, C major. So C would be the root. And the shape right around here that we were playing was the 9th fret, the 10th fret, the 12th fret, the 9th fret, the 11th fret, and the 12th fret. Well, let's say I want my root to be an A note. C, B, B flat, A. I would construct everything around it to be spatially the same. So it would go 6, 7, 9, 6, 8, 9. So I find my root and the space around it, like the half steps and the whole steps would be exactly the same. So if that makes sense, fantastic. If it doesn't, I really recommend One Scale to Jam Them All. Watch the entire video on that when we elaborate on transposition, because then you'll be able to take all 5 of these shapes that you got for the major scale and move them around the fretboard, which means you can play all 5 shapes of the major scale in all 12 keys, which is total fretboard dominance. First things first though, get these 5 shapes under your fingers, master that, then try the interval exercise, and then watch that video on transposition. But none of this works if you don't take the time to memorize and get all 5 shapes up and down the fretboard under your fingers. So that's step 1, memorize that, get it under your fingers, feel confident from that. Then you can move on from there. All right. 10thumbspro.com. Rock and roll. Take care. Have a lovely day. We'll catch you next Wednesday or next Saturday for our next lesson. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of this tutorial here at 10thumbspro.com. Your learning is important to us, and hopefully this helped you achieve what you were trying to achieve. By knowing this scale, you know the entire fretboard, and by counting them out in the intervals, you could really start to transpose this idea, compose your own melody, jam, create other scales, create chord progressions, and really start to understand music in general. If you think about scales, if you think about music theory in general, the major scale is kind of like the spine of all these. So now you have the backbone of everything. So you got to use your brain with that backbone, and you can make the skeleton walk. I don't know if that analogy was very, very good or very, very bad or very, very in between, but it is at the, I mean, I'm babbling now. C major scale, blah, continuing to babble. Major scale, important. Major scale, important. All right, take care. Have a lovely day. We'll see you next Wednesday or next Saturday. Rock and roll.